Hello this is a quick video on the Polyphony web engine, designed from the ground up to make composers' lives easy. So this is something that, wow, anyway. I actually need to tweak my background picture. I've been meaning to do that for a while. I need to remind myself to do that. Anyway, so this is, as an example, my homepage for my personal website running completely on the Polyphony engine. And there's a couple things here that I'll show you how you can do. Things like this are mostly custom, but it's pretty easy to implement too. So don't worry about that. But Polyphony, on top of being a web management system and managing composition databases for composers, it also functions for just about anything else you'd need in a website like this. You can sit there and create as many biographies as you want. You can have them as standalone entities. You can even, upload and embed files. This is an older CV of mine, but you get the idea. I really need to update. Wow, I am really out of date. Even has simple blogging systems. It's got a bunch of little features that just make composer lives easy. And obviously, everything stops at the pandemic. There's actually a couple of events coming up I need to add personally. That's a different situation entirely. Now, you can do all this just within Polyphony. You don't have to add in things like Wix or anything like that. You can upload all this kind of stuff yourself. And I'm going to show you how. So if I come on over, and if I've already logged into Polyphony, hello. So there's a few different places to go once you get in. But the place that we're going to be focusing on today is the Harmony website module. So I'm going to select a website here that I have access to. These are my personal websites. That are either mine or I am currently working on for someone else. So this is where you do all the stuff. So let me go ahead and show you a couple of examples. So if I go down to, let's say, let's mess with this one. So, oh wait, that wasn't a good example. Oops, my bad. Let's go to synchronism. I think this one's a bit more. Yeah, there we go. So if we go ahead and visit this web page, so you can see what this is. It's a piece of research. It's got a bunch of information. It's got a little bit of special formatting, things like that. And it's actually just all typed into this text box. No need for any special HTML codes, things like that. You can just type it in here and then you hit save and it goes live. So if I go ahead and erase the word the, just for funsies, down for download program. Oh, it's okay. At least I think I'm funny. All right, so get that back in there, and you can see it uploads immediately and fixes itself. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, whenever you're creating the web pages, there's a handful of options here. And option number one that you get is page title. So obviously, let's go ahead and just make a web page. Make a web page. So for the title, let's go ahead and name this, my test page. Now let's go ahead to subtitle and page for testing. Now, this isn't necessary to have a subtitle, it's purely optional. Now, visibility, we're going to leave it hidden because I don't want other people seeing this web page yet. And hidden is the default, just so you know. And then menu parent, we're going to say it's not a menu parent so that other things can't nest under it. I'll explain what that means here in a little bit. And then for a special URL, we're just going to call it test because why not? I don't think I have anything else that's even remotely called test. I do not currently. Good. So we've got it labeled as /test, and then external redirect. That's for if you want to direct somewhere else. So use this if you want to, say, direct it to a personal Facebook page, want to lead it to a Discord server, a YouTube channel, anything like that, or a separate website entirely. It's completely up to you. Or like if you have, for instance, if you use Sonus a lot or Samus, you can link to that directly. So you can say, hey, I'm on Samus. Check me out here. And it'll be, for instance, in my case, zachnailerz.com/Samus, and it will link directly to that. So that's a pretty cool thing. And it takes full URLs. You don't have to do anything special there. The menu parent, it doesn't have any, obviously. And then templates, I'm going to go ahead and just select main. Because you can have as many templates as you want as long as you either, talk to me and get it uploaded, or there will be a way for you to upload your own templates in the future once I kind of finish that function. And then description. This part isn't mandatory, but this is where you can sit there and make yourself have more presentable URLs. So like whenever you click it, whenever you hover over a URL online and you see a little bit of text underneath, or like in a Google search, for instance, that's where this comes from. So I can just say, you know, lorem ipsum is cool, because lorem ipsum is cool. And then if we go down to cover photo, we can select a cover photo. I don't have anything selected for that right now. And then we don't really need a document right now. So let's go ahead and create web page. Now we have a web page called test. So let's go ahead and click over to it. And we have all of that information. And if we go over to our website and just go to /test, check it out. My test page, a page for testing. It's very blank though. So let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're just going to look up some lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum. And let's just grab this. Probably should have pulled this up. There we go. Standard lorem ipsum passage. Gotta love lorem ipsum. Okay. Now, we just go ahead and paste that in. And you can see how fast it works. Neat. So you've immediately got a web page and it didn't cost you hardly anything. You just sit there, type it up, good to go. Neat, right? So that's something that is great for things like a biography, an about page, if you have a significant research project, if you have anything in particular, like let's say you're teaching a class, you want to include a list of links, things like that. There's a bunch of things you can use that basic module for. And we'll go into in a separate video how to use the probably most popular module, music. But for now, this is Zach Daniels signing out of a Polyphony tutorial. Thanks for watching. See ya!